There's an interesting, Robert Reich, has a Substack newsletter that he publishes, and this is from it, and it's titled "Corporate Media Keeps the Door Wide Open for Trump's Fascist Return." And I think it's a fascinating analysis. He said, you wouldn't know it if you relied solely on the mainstream media, that Americans face an election in which two of the likely candidates, in which one of the two likely candidates were engaged in an attempted coup and has given every indication of wanting to substitute fascism or neo-fascism for democracy. And he's absolutely right. I mean, they almost very, very rarely mention this outside of MSNBC. It's just, it very rarely gets mentioned on CNN. And you just don't see newspaper articles about it. They're drawing a false equivalent, Reich says, between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. They say, oh, Biden's handicap is his age, while Trump's handicap is his criminal, the criminal charges against him. Well, no. Biden's handicap is that he stutters, and Trump's handicap, which is nowhere near equivalent to being a fascist. And Trump's handicap is that he's a fascist. I mean, come on, let's be honest about this. Why isn't the mainstream media reporting on Trump's increasing senescence? Also, another question that Robert Reich, in other words, his senility that Robert Reich is asking. And he notes, because of this false equivalency that our media keeps promoting, like, oh, we want to keep the Republican Party a respectable thing, right? We've got to have a two-party system. So we'll just pretend that the Republican Party hasn't gone all fascist. And so Robert Reich says, so readers are left to assume that all politics are rotten. Here's some examples. This is a Washington Post headline. In a swing Wisconsin county, everyone's tired of politics. Well, no, not everyone is tired of politics. People are tired of Trump's politics. They're tired of fascist politics. New York Times asked recently, how do Americans feel about politics? Disgust isn't a strong enough word. Politics or Trump politics or Republican politics? I mean, people complain that Congress isn't getting anything done. Well, it's when Republicans control Congress that nothing gets done. During the 2 years that Democrats controlled the House and Senate, the first 2 years of the Biden administration, they got more done than was done in the past decade. I mean, it was amazing what they got done. Billions of dollars to fix the nation's roads, ports, pipelines, and internet, Robert Reich writes. Hundreds of billions allocated to combat climate change. Medicare now lowering the cost of prescription drugs. Billions in student debt canceled. Monopolies attacked. Workers' rights to organize defended. Wages finally trending up. Inflation finally coming down. We just got a report today, over 300,000 new jobs. I mean, good stuff is happening. But you wouldn't know it about, from today's media. All you would know is that, oh, Biden's kind of old and Trump is, well, whatever. He's in trouble.